Hey, it's streaming. It's raining. It's raining a lot. It might flood. It might flood. It's gonna flood. I'm getting a flood warning. Anyway, we're playing Danganronpa.
Correct.
Alter Ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently it's something he wants to ask us. Alter Ego wants to ask us something? Alright. Hello. Oh, so it's just the two of you? Kyoko and Makoto? Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is two not enough? No, it's okay. Two should be plenty. What is it he wants to ask us? Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typing the question. What do you want to ask us? Oh yeah, so I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect to the school network.
What?
What? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, why? Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I finished my work. I don't want that. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as I can so that we can all get out of here. That's what Master would want too. So, to help everyone else, to develop the mystery of the school. The only way I can help is if you connect to the school's network. But if you do that, it's basically suicide. I'm positive the Mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and they'd... You agree, right, Kyogo? I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed, too admirable, too fragile.
Hey.
You remember what we asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference between a person and a program, right? Yeah.
Certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe this is a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko.
I...
To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the Mastermind really will notice it. But
Makoto.
let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But
Hey.
he's our friend, so I'll take his feelings into consideration. He says he wants to fight alongside his friends.
Now,
If you were in his place, could you really just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up, stand tall next to everyone else, and tell them you're their friend? Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this. So please, let me try.
Listen.
And besides, there's one place where the Mastermind might not notice. One place?
That's right.
Remember, there's another place besides here, but there's no surveillance camera. Room without a surveillance camera. Oh fuck, I don't remember! Ah! Ah! I don't remember. That's it, the secret room you told me about. I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there.
Indeed.
And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall. However, just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the Mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the Mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
That's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
Because it's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko. In that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it. Okay, then I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then...
Now let's get started. It's gonna be a little quick for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? We started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and started underneath my jacket. It tickles! Shh, you can't talk right now! We're going to move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood. Your command has been implemented. You're good. To have him react like a machine like all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react. Yeah, that was weird. In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there?
However...
Assuming the Mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do is go and check for
It's
ourselves.
true.
Agreed, let's head to the secret room. Ah! Ah! Okay, I don't remember. It's like in one of the bathrooms. It's in one of the bathrooms. Kyoko, where are you? Kyoko. Kyoko, where'd you go? Kyoko, what the fuck? Is she like... Yeah, I don't know where the fuck she is. Oh my god. Oh my god, hi. What the fuck? My obsession! What are you doing? Living? I see. Anyway, I'm headed back to my room. I'll just be living there, totally calm. What the fuck? Thank you to decide Jack, very cool. Where's Hero? It said he was here. Where is he? Where is the ass of Hero, bitch? There he is! Ah! There he is. Makoto! What the? Why do you seem so surprised? Nothing's wrong. Why would anything be wrong? He's acting really strange. Well, I guess he's always acting really strange. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to my room now. Take her easy, partner. See ya! Okay, yeah, see you. Thank you. Very cool. Wait, where the fuck do I go? The secret room. I don't remember where it is. Yes. Okay, it's here.
Hey,
Makoto.
why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again! What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go. And to make sure you don't run off, I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She's so forceful. I thought I made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So then,
And be thorough. I'm counting on you. I'm sick. Okay, first we have to find a network cable. According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Found it. This is a network cable, right? Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled his laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Leave it to me.
Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please just wait a while longer. Just hold tight and put your faith in me. I was about to leave. I just had to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all of the rest of us as friends. Friends? Even me?
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you, Makoto. Aww.
Makoto.
How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents were gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. And there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore, that much was for sure. Ah, Kyoko.
What?
Yes? So we're just gonna split
Why
up?
that?
Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct?
Ugh.
Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had wanted to talk to you more about you. Like, what are you going to do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. We don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we...
so
It would provide some new clue that would likely change the situation. And all we can hope for right now. Which is why Alter Ego,
correct.
all we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right. That's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. I'm kinda tired, so I lay down in bed. Maybe it was because it's just a moving alter ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I completely dozed off. Ding dong. Huh? Ding dong. The sharp sound of my doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. Rattle.
Makoto.
Get out here. Kyoko, what's going on? Hina just came to see me, and she was white as a ghost. It sounds like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. Suddenly found myself wide awake. Kyoko, she said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Makoto, Kyoko! Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There's a window in the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Oh no. Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in a chair, like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was just walking past and I happened to notice her walk through the window, but I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. So what should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway.
First of all, we need to get into that room. The door was locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations. We're going to force our way in. I just said
Wrong.
the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Huh? Then why?
It seems...
It feels like the door's pressing up against something inside the rec room. Is it the chair? Chair?
In other words...
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if we break in.
Indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. That silence didn't last long. Here. Huff, huff. I found a broom, huff. In the classroom, huff, huff. Use it. You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please.
Please hurry. Okay, you two, stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. Crash! The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattered across the rec room floor. I struck my hand to the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the window. The chair is pretty heavy, but if I could just push on it with all my strength, I'd finally get the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could. The moment I laid my hand on her. Oh god. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. All I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body, and then...
A body has been discovered after a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like. The class trial will begin. DANGANRONPA.
Huh?
We're back. Sakura! Sakura's.
Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again. Running to herself, Kyoko bent gently and inspected Sakura's body. I wonder, was she confirming that Sakura was really dead, checking for a pulse or reaction? I had to go get them. I had to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room, and I... Why? Why does this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone. Ogre!
Yes.
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed? I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard your announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you're going to say?
Huh?
No! Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
Your fault!
It was one of you, Hirobyaki or Toko. One of you killed Sakura. What?
What?
You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation? I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her. One of you did it. I know it. You know it? Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase just that much by getting mad. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer. That's right. It's the next Monokuma file. And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina. You're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that eye... Hold on. Something I want to ask you. Huh? It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura. Uh-huh. Sakura went into town as a mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and you fought her again, and then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to the most regrettable without even the time to get a chance to finish things for me. Which, thank God, it saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take a behemoth like that, to take down a behemoth like that. I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her. So I don't know who it was, but whoever this blackened is, this time I owe you one. You owe them one? Oopsie, before you go all fifty-putty, I mean, you better figure out who did it first. Because, I mean, your lives are all on the line, right? What the hell? He owes someone? I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind, after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway.
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Hina? I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then Hina is guard number 1. But we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
What?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. And it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene. What? One of you killed Sakura. I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Her eyes are just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I want to ask you to let all of a sudden. Just me. Just let me. What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway. Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hiro, do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
Then it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But,
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura. For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who wouldn't want to touch a filthy dead body? That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. For everyone, keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer, all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Ugh. Oh, I'm scared. Ah! Investigate. I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. At the time of death, it's estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the third floor of the school. There's no evidence of a strong blow. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Monokuma number 4 has been added to the tooth pool, something I hear about.
hey,
I think the case this time would be a challenge. Why is that?
so...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And the door had been jammed shut with a chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right? In other words, this is a classic locked room murder. Well, locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this? Are curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind. When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is the locked room is created before the actual crime is committed. That simply means the killer commits his crime, and through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words...
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim from inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through the gap of the door or something like that.
However...
But in this case, it doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
It's true.
The third is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words...
They stay hidden, and when the door is opened, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
It's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked
In other
room.
words...
By that I mean, there's actually an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this in a lot of novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. And you think we could cross off that one too?
Indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. In Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seems the most likely in this
It's
case?
true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. But the way the kids have set up the locked room, until I figured that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Ugh.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away. He's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. I'd better go before he curses my soul completely.
However...
But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, how did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
What the heck?
We already know who did it. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Don't let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both lived together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. And when I saw her again for that, she told me. She said she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon. The Monica was like, fuck. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right here from Sakura herself, and I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And that is what happened. If we'd stopped her by force, then this never would have happened. You know? It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. I always can't. But with the fact that she'd asked us to meet her with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying, it might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures into the bottles?
So...
It's no different from a standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat puts inside? You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have. I have one, they're really cool. So this is a Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Monokuma bottle. Sakura. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Glass right on the floor. I'm just moving on the ground in the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things. Little blue-eyed little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure found on the ground. And the bridge shards of glass probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit with a Monokuma bottle, right? Shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Uh-huh. Sakura drew her last breath, sank forward in his chair. There's obvious evidence of a blow to the head which Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood, and I could see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically says she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Status of Sakura's spot has been added. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance. But Pyakia.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. This looks like some kind of wrapper. Ah, that's... Do you recognize it, Tina? Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found it inside Jack and attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much? But I wanted Sakura to get the chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor. You know? What can I cleanse her ever? The same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. I want to look at the blood on the floor. There's a blood stain from the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine shelf blood stain. The locker. Well, the locker's open, and there on the inside, it's a handprint?
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint and all the dust. It looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe they cleared hidden here until the locker room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not?
Hey,
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked into the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in here until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? Locker handprint and add into the truthful second. Blah 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 blah. No, not that. This door was the only way in or out of the rec room. The door's never locked, and there's no evidence of the mountains having been tampered with. The only notable thing to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when we broke it to get inside. There's no evidence of any kind of string or mechanism used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So,
It looks like a protein drink and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
Fuck. I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. She must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. Huh? What is? You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside. But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. What does that matter? I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Empty protein drink has been added to the toothbook section of our handbook. Blah 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 blah. The chair. The chair was shoved against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair has anything special done to it. Having examined the door in the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was moved against it. That's kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. There's no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer created the locked room for the door from the inside, not the outside. Rec room door has been added. Heck yeah.
What?
What do you want? There's something to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go to see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura at all today. Becky says didn't go to see her. Is that truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part. You should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Alright. Those 2 other people won't put them back to the rooms. The jazz music, okay. Toko! 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 Press the doorbell. Ding dong! In very few seconds. Who's there? Ours the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay. What do you
So
want?
we're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something.
What do you want?
Oh. Okay. Yes. Okay, this is what I want. Yes, yes.